As I was saying, if you really want to get some real research on seals in ancient Asiatics, here's some nice books to do the knowledge to right here. Like I said, this guy did some real research. Now, he's a European, but, you know, it is what it is. He did the research, I read the books, and that's when I started discovering how old and ancient the word seal is and how old an ancient button. So button would be the modern term for seal. A seal could be put in, and now they wore these seals on their coats. They made, you know, they had them in various places, like maybe they had them such as in the military they might call it a trophy, or they may call it a in rank. Also, say you did some great feat and they gave you a medal. That medal would come in the form of a seal. You feel me? I'm going to show you some more research on the terminology of button or the word seal. As you can see here, I did some more research. I pulled it up for you. You could do the knowledge to this and also give you a better idea of how old and how ancient seals are. Seals go way back to the time of King Solomon. As you can see right here, they're talking about seals and buttons and things of that nature in the time of King Solomon. Let me just pull up some more of this information for you so you can do the knowledge to it. Right? Then you can see what I was, you know, referring to, that this just isn't no haphazard study. This isn't no haphazard information that I'm giving you. I'm just giving you the facts, nothing but the facts, no prejudice involved. I just feel like if someone's going to say something, they need to do the real research and find out what's really going on, and not just come out their face saying derogatory things about this nation when you don't have a clue, because man does not know by being told. For man to know, he must be what he knows. See, that's a little history on the guy F.S. Cherry. As I was saying, he was down with Jesus Christ. He also said things such as the white race were devils and they needed to be destroyed, and he had a church, an Israelite church. One of the prominent people in the Israelite church was Jesus Christ. I'm not even sure if they taught about the high priest Melchizedek, because I didn't see anything that said that they did. The Europeans thought they were very racist in their teachings. To stay on this subject too long, but I'm noticing right here where it says buttons and button-like objects used as ornaments or seals rather than fasteners have been discovered in the Indus Valley civilization, as well as in the Bronze Age in China, not the Bronze Age only in Europe, before ancient Rome, in Kemet, way back even before the pyramids, around the same time that the Sphinx was made manifest. The Asiatic man in the wilderness, the Asiatic man and the descendant of the Asiatic man who was in the wilderness of North America, the original man who was in Kemet in those days and times, had buttons or what we would call seals. Now he want to make it look like the European came up with buttons before the Asiatics did. Oh, the Asiatics didn't have buttons back in those days. You're a fool. Now, when I did the knowledge to the Church of the Living God, the pillar, they called it the pillar ground of truth for all nations. This is supposed to be the oldest known black Hebrew organization. I noticed that their teachings or their founder, like I said, he came from Tennessee. It says here that theologically the Church of the Living God mixed elements of Judaism and Christianity and used the Bible, mostly the Old Testament and the New Testament. He even did things like use the Talmud, and it says here that the Talmud as an essential scripture. The rituals of Cherry's flock incorporated many Jewish practices and prohibitions alongside some Christian traditions. For example, during prayer, the men wore skull caps or yarmulkes. They faced the east, and they had musical instruments, and they sung gospel songs. I mean, when you're going to throw stones at people, you got to make sure you don't have no glass. If you're going to come over in my yard and pick my weeds, but you got a whole forest of weeds in your yard, you might want to check yours first. You feel me? Doing more research on the brother Cherry. The only reason why I brought Cherry up, because I don't got no beef with Cherry. But this cat here is saying that Cherry is his founder. So I just figured since he, tried to diss the father, I would just not diss Cherry, but point out certain things that Cherry taught. Now, it says, Cherry also instructed his followers that the earth is square and that Jesus would return in the year 2000 to install blacks over whites through a race war. It's 2011. What happened? One of the questions was, why do we refer to the European as colored? All right. Sometimes he's got blue eyes, that's a color. Sometimes he has green eyes, that's a color. Sometimes he has gray eyes, that's a color. Sometimes he got the black eye or brown eye. You feel me? Which most of the time they'll have brunette, they'll have blonde, they'll have red hair. They'll have the dirty blonde, the real white California looking blonde. They'll even have black hair. Those aren't colors. If he's blushing, he's turning red. If oxygen is depleted or he gets too cold, he might turn blue. If you do the brown bag test, the nipples and the genitalia area will be pink. At one time, Asiatics was calling themselves colored, so I think that Elijah was explaining to them that, no, you're not the colored man, he's the colored man. So now, I say, what is it? Which part you ain't getting? Oh, maybe you didn't get taught right and exact. So, I'm here to set the what? Record straight, because that's what I do. My name is Divine Understand. I sets the record straight, son. Straight. You feel me? So this is why I'm bringing out these points. I'm just going through your little pamphlet and boning it. He said that, do I agree with his term of original? As you heard earlier, I told you. Original is something that has no beginning nor ending. And the universal nation has no beginning nor ending. The original people have no beginning nor ending. You can't find no beginning for the original man. Now, if he's basing his mathematics on King James Version of the Bible, then yeah, he's going to have a beginning because he's going to start off with Adam, which is only like 6,000 years old. Which anthropologically, that shit don't even match. You feel me? Anybody that studies Kemet or Ur or any of these ancient Asiatic civilizations could tell you. I mean, you can go to Black Man of the Nile and His Family by Dr. Ben. You could go to J.A. Rogers. It's not like you can't find this information for yourself, and you'll say to yourself, well, what was this cat talking about if we did our own research? We do our own research, and then we'll figure out that time never was when man was not. If time ever was when man was not, time would be when man would cease to exist. For man has no beginning, because man is not the body nor the what. So, this is a physical composition that I use to manifest on this physical plane of existence. Right here, he gonna run and chase after the gods of Europe as usual, and all on Gautama Buddha. When we know and understand that Buddhism is 35,000 years old, meaning that this is the 24th cycle, so Buddhism started in the 23rd cycle with the original man. If you go to the website Ancient Order of Free Asiatics, I got a whole degree on Buddhism. I got a whole degree on 551 years ago. Do the knowledge to that. I don't even have to go into that because that was like crazy. That's, in other words, he's trying to say that the 1 to 10, the 10th degree and the 1 to 10 ain't right and exact. But then again, he didn't do his research because he's chasing after the gods of Europe that he knows nothing of. So he's going to go and ask the European, how old is Buddha? Don't ask the European. The European, even if he knew, he wouldn't tell your dumb ass.